Circles always small, keep a certain few. Only ever us, just the perfect crew. People ask for.
So what's up everyone? Welcome to a new video. Finally found out a way in order to connect my DSLR to my computer. I still have to buy some stuff to make it like in an endless loop, say so. As you guys know, I've been making videos about geography now, about the Balkan region. I did not know a lot about, well, I knew like half of the stuff they said about Croatia. I knew everything they said about Bosnia. I didn't know shit about the stuff they said for Macedonia. So now I got a comment that Montenegro video is out. Geography Now made a Montenegro video, and because I don't know a lot about Montenegro, I think the least from all the Balkan countries, or from all the ex-Yugoslav countries.
It is so great to be back in the Balkans. I actually love researching this place because it's like, you'll never get bored. It's Europe's most dysfunctional family. However, when it comes to Montenegro, it's kind of like... Welcome.
Okay, that guy's really good. First thing, like, that he says it's like the most interesting place because you never get bored. That's exactly the reason why I know a shit ton about the history there, because, well, not a shit ton about the in general history, but about certain time periods from the history, because I really am interested in certain subjects from our history. That's why I got into it, and I always found out that there was something that I didn't know, or there was something that there are always some new things popping up that I never knew, etc. So it's really interesting.
Welcome to quite possibly the sleepiest nation on the planet.
The sleepiest nation on the planet.
Now! Hey everyone, I'm your host Barbs. Montenegrin geography Bogdan wrote this joke about Montenegro. When all the countries were gaining independence from Yugoslavia in 1992, Montenegro was so lazy they took a 14-year-long nap and finally caught up in 2006.
Okay, that's a good one. Well, the fun thing is, like, the only thing I know Montenegro from is like the partying that I've done there. Like Budva, Montenegro, and the holidays, etc. But besides that, only like jokes about how lazy they are, like in Bosnia, Croatia, wherever you go, it's always the Montenegrin who is really lazy. So let's continue.
Jokes aside though, Montenegro is such an amazing hidden treasure locked away in the Balkans that very few people seem to pay attention to. Probably because their publicity department is taking their lunch break. Anyway, let's find out where this little guy is located, shall we? By the way, thank you to the person that sent me this Montenegro scarf. Love it. Montenegro, Europe's newest country.
No, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Nuh-uh.
Yes, I am. Yes, we've done this a million times.
Sorry.
Yes.
This is exactly the piece why I did it in my Bosnian video. I got the little cut from Amir Hadzic where I played the game, where I play PUBG with, in order where he says, like, when someone asks, why is Kosovo a country in your thumbnail? And he's like, fuck off, dude, like, shut the fuck up. Like in Boston, like, it completely broke down because it's really annoying subject, like really annoying. People just need to calm their tits and just do something good instead of just complain all the fucking time about this kind of bullshit. But let's continue the video.
Well, until that gets fully settled, we'll have to settle for Montenegro. You know how like when you're playing a video game, there's like a side mission or like a cool hidden level that you have to unlock? That's kind of like what Montenegro is. Europe's little bonus, and it's like the best place in the world to take a nap. First of all, the country is located in the southeastern European region known as the Balkans, right along the Adriatic Sea, bordered by 4 other countries. Yes, the southernmost tip of Croatia borders them, which took off this extra 5 miles, 8 kilometers of coastline. And depending on where you stand on the issue, they border the partially recognized disputed area of Kosovo that Serbia claims, and that's a whole other story for another episode. The country is divided into 23 municipalities, 2 of which are urban centers, the former royal capital of Cetinje and the current capital, Podgorica, located further inland. The country has 2 international airports, the busiest and largest one in the capital Podgorica, as well as a smaller but conveniently located one in Tivat, along the Bay of Kotor. Islets. However, the largest and main ones are Mamula Island, which has a fortress on it, guarding the entrance to the Bay of Kotor, where you can find Stradioti Island with a small resort on it.
I didn't know about that island. What did it serve for? That's something from the history, I guess. I would like to know that. I'll probably Google that afterwards. Looks like a cool place to visit.
Further south, you find St. Nikola Island, just off the coast of Budva. Finally, the triangle-shaped Bojana Island, just along the border with Albania, also has a nice beachside resort. Whew! Other than that, they do have 2 main state-operated railways that transect the country. It stops in the main hub Podgorica, the capital, where you can decide to continue on either to Albania or Serbia. Oh, and the country is kind of shaped like a screaming turtle. Otherwise, some interesting places to visit might include spots like the Mausoleum of Njegoš, the Djurjevica Tara Buljarica Bridge, the ruins of Duklea, this clock tower and the Millennium Bridge,
This
the island
clock
of Saint Stefan,
Oh,
the
this is a
Sipkanik
cool
wine
island.
cellar, the fortifications of Kotor, the war memorial in Ulcin, the royal capital of Cetinje has some cool stuff, and there are so many chapels and monasteries, the most notable one probably being the Ostrog
Whoa.
Monastery carved into a cliff. It's like a huge pilgrimage spot. And speaking of crazy
That's really
looking cliffs
sick.
and fascinating natural landmarks, let's jump into the... Now, the name Montenegro is derived from Venetian there's lots of mountains and forests, and it looks great. I mean, Casino Royale was
looks
partially
great.
filmed there. Anyway, the country is over 80%
Casino Royale was filmed there? I didn't know that. I literally didn't know that. Like, really? What the hell? Well, awesome.
mountainous and hilly, located in the geological region of Europe known as the Dinaric Alps, which extend all the way to Greece. Within these hills, there are two smaller ranges that shield the coastal regions, the Durmitor and Bjelašnica mountains. Copacabana, further up north, Buljarica Beach is one of the most popular areas. Sometimes you can even find flamingos there. And finally, up north, you reach the most famous...
You can find flamingos on the beach in Montenegro. I should have visited that country way more often because I'm finding out all kinds of cool stuff that I didn't know about. Really, whoa, an eye-opener. Maybe I should explore Montenegro more in my next holiday.
famous coastal region, the Bay of Kotor, uniquely shaped in these triple-locked marinas with narrow corridors that played a huge role in the historical kingdom era. Ah, I love that name, Kotor. It sounds like some kind of cartoon superhero from the 80s. And speaking of superheroes, time for my triple
It
shot of
does.
espresso break, which means Noah comes in and fills in for the physical geography section.
You got it. The interesting thing for Montenegro is a number of species per area
Whoa, this dude's voice. Holy crap.
unit index over 0.8. This means it has the highest index recorded in any European country. Species like fish, amphibians, and brown bears. Out of the 526 species of European birds, it is believed that 333 of them can be regularly found in Montenegro. So yeah, birdwatchers, book.
Whoa. That's really awesome. Like, I really love nature and stuff and like the real raw world to watch and see and experience. And I always thought that in Bosnia was like already really good compared to the rest of Europe, but this is like on a whole nother level apparently.
Your flights. Book. As mentioned, the country is loaded with many notable mountain and coastal landmarks. You have the Durmitor and the Blue
Whoa.
Grotto Cave. They're just nice, peaceful
Whoa.
places to get away from it all, you know? And take a nap.
I call the 2,000-year-old olive tree thing.
Economically speaking, they aren't really much of an agrarian or resource extraction-based society. Most of their essentials are actually imported. I mean, yes, they do have farms and export a little bit of metal, but ever since the early 2000s, they've been booming in the service, tourism, and foreign investment sectors. To this day, they have consistently placed multiple times at the top of the list of European countries with the largest foreign investment per capita, especially from Russian and British billionaires.
So
Yeah.
it's
True. Especially Budva, it's like almost all the luxury stuff right there has been built by the Russians, and the Russians invest a shit ton over there, so it's really sick. But yeah, it's kind of sad as well because like another country is taking over your country indirectly in the form of business, which is kind of weird. But the same thing is happening in all the ex-Yugoslav countries, which is kind of a sad thing. But now let's continue.
it's like they don't need to farm. People just see potential in this place and pay to see it.
Best job ever.
And now food. Some of the top notable dishes you guys, the Montenegrin geography have told us, include things like kačamak, rashtan, njeguški, prosciutto, and cheese. And of course, like all the countries around them, they love a good shot of that pan-Balkan rakia. And
Asked a lot of you guys, the Montenegrin geographers, how would you guys distinguish yourself apart from the rest of the Balkan cousins? Surprisingly, a lot of you kind of agreed on one thing. You all kind of proudly said something along the lines of, we are kind of known for being the sleepy,
Sleepy and lazy people,
I mean, they
yes.
literally even have a lazy Olympics in the town of Brezna. You can win about 400 euros just for being the one that lays down and does nothing for the longest.
We should hang out sometime.
No, but seriously, they also come
Whoa.
from a very strong background rooted in kingdoms that fought relentlessly against invaders too. Not everything is a siesta here. But anyway, the
everything
country
in
has
the
about 630,000
every
people and
country
is
in
the least
ex-Yugoslav.
populated Balkan nation.
from
The country is
ex-Yugoslavia.
multi-ethnic, made up of about 45% that identify as Montenegrins and about 29% Serbian, whereas about 9% are Bosnian, 5% Albanian, and the rest are other
Wait,
groups,
what?
mostly Europeans, and
There's
a few
9%
non-Europeans as well.
Bosnians in Montenegro? That's really awesome.
In addition, Montenegro is known for being the second tallest country on earth after the Netherlands, which has like
Wait.
really helped them in men's water polo.
Wait, what? After Netherlands, the tallest person from Montenegro? I never knew that. Holy crap, I'm a tall guy as well, so I'm 196, so that's 6'5", something like that. 196 centimeters. I don't know what that is in American things.
Polo and women's handball championships. They do really well in these sports. Anyway, we've been rambling on and on. History time, in the quickest way I can put it. Illyrians, Greeks, maybe Celts? Roman Empire collapses, blah blah blah. We've told you about this story a million times. Ancient Slavs come in around the 6th century. Kingdom of Duklea. They tried to attack Constantinople, didn't really work out. Johann Vladimir. They switched their name to Zeta. Venetians come in and influence things for like 3 centuries. These dynasties. The Ottomans come in. Peter Petrovic Nyagosh years. Russians come in and help with the fight against the Ottomans. The Treaty of Berlin, Balkan Wars, World War I, things got really messy. They joined the Kingdom of Serbs, Croats, and Slovenes, later called Yugoslavia. World War II, now they're part of the Socialist Federal Republic of Yugoslavia. Civil War in the 90s, Yugoslavia breaks up. All that's left is Montenegro and Serbia. They finally gained full independence from Serbia in 2006. And here we are today. I asked you guys...
Holy fucking shit. That was real quick, man. Holy crap. Yeah, but it's all true, basically true. If you want to discuss everything, you're gonna get the Macedonia video on my channel where like there's 200 and something comments with people just hating each other between Greeks and Macedonians. It's just really ridiculous. Like, you guys should seriously stop that. It's just, oh my god. Let's continue.
Guys, the Montenegrin geography for a list of some notable people from Montenegro. Again, I was told it can be kind of hard because of the whole Serb-Montenegrin identity thing we talked about, but the people might include historical figure Ivan Crnović, Bishop Peter I, Petrović Njegoš, King Nikola Petrović, these football players, these NBA stars, these painters, this musician guy, Mima Karadzic, Mladen Nelević, this comedy group, and finally, Dusan Vukotic. So many creative people. I mean, when you have all that time to chill and think, you know, no surprise.
No surprise. Okay, they really made it a funny thing, like a comedy, like, because of the lazy status that they have in the whole ex-Yugoslav region, so... this is a really good video, and of course, just like I said, I really didn't know some of these places, so this is actually making me more curious about Montenegro and really wanting me to visit. Well, I really want to visit it more now and check out those places that he mentioned in the video that I did not know about, because I like cool places, and because it's in ex-Yugoslav country, it's really easy for me like to go there, you know.
Let's just finish up this episode with the last segment. I want to take a nap. Montenegro is seriously like the most relaxed and chill former Yugoslav country. They don't really start any drama, and all their neighbors, let alone visitors from all over the world, love to come and enjoy the tranquil forests and beaches. It's just how it is. First of all, the EU has been getting more and more close over the years, and currently Montenegro is a candidate to join with lots of outside support. Conclusion, hey, if your country went through over 1,000 years of wars, dynasties, battles, political turmoil, chances are you'd probably want to take a nap too, okay?
You probably want to take a nap after all those 1,000 years of war. That's exactly what I'm trying to tell people. Like, calm the fuck down. We've been in so much shit already. Like, isn't it... When is it gonna be enough? Like, seriously, just calm the fuck down. Just be happy with what you have right now. And just work together and make it this relaxed vibe. You know, we Yugoslavs can do that. Like, we are just such relaxed people when we, like, listen to music, go to the beach, have drinks, etc. Like, if all the countries would be like Montenegro, we would be like a real good vibe area with a lot of tourism and a lot of good status around the world. It would be really nice.
You deserve every last bit of that lazy stereotype, Montenegro. Go ahead, knock yourself out. Stay tuned, Morocco is coming up next.
Well, that was it for geography now about Montenegro. Quite some things I didn't know. As I said like earlier, I would really like to visit it again and visit more places in Montenegro. The jokes and stuff that we make in the ex-Yugoslav countries about Montenegro, I just like kind of made that the main line in the video, which is really good. So I hope you guys like this video. If you have like some kind of list on the things that I should visit in Montenegro that are not in his video, please feel free to comment it down below. And what do you guys think about this video? What's your opinion on the analysis that he did? If you like the video, you want to see more of this kind of content, give me the thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel down below if you want to see the upcoming videos, and click on the notification bell because otherwise you won't be notified when I upload a new video. I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Ciao!